Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Vulcans Community Awards. I'm Eunice Elliott, and it is a pleasure to serve as your hostess for tonight. I'm really just excited to be out of my pajamas and not arguing with strangers online. It's a real pleasure to be able to celebrate so many of our community heroes. I now would like to introduce event co-chair Ed Aldag.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Ed Aldag, and it has been my pleasure to serve as co-chair of this year's awards. This year, things look a bit different, including my hair length. I haven't had a haircut since the pandemic started. But Vulcan Park and Museum's mission is still the same, which is to preserve and promote Vulcan as the symbol for the Birmingham region, to advance knowledge and understanding of Birmingham's history and culture, and to encourage exploration of the region. I still vividly remember as a child my trips to Birmingham and the excitement I always felt when I saw Vulcan and his welcoming salute to every visitor in Birmingham and his watchful eyes over its citizens. Some of you may know that Vulcan serves as a navigational beacon in the aviation world. So everywhere I go around the world, when pilots learn that I'm from Birmingham, they always mention Vulcan. I moved to Birmingham almost 20 years ago. The generosity of and the love for this city is truly astounding. I'm so proud to live and work in Birmingham, and I'm so proud to work alongside so many of its leaders that make this community the very best that it can be. As the founder, chairman, president, and CEO of Medical Properties Trust, I'm delighted to be able to continue our support to Vulcan, and in particular these awards, to the people that make my home, Birmingham, my home sweet home. Tonight, it's all about the individuals whose selfless work impacts the lives of so many of us, yet whose efforts are seldom recognized. They are truly the heroes of our region, the servant leaders who go above and beyond, and the game changers who truly enhance our lives. They inspire everyone with whom they come in contact with, yet they embody humility and determination. Because of these people, our great region is a better place. Help us continue the rich legacy and invest in our region's potential by supporting Vulcan Park Museum. You can donate now by clicking the blue Donate Now button below. Congratulations to all of tonight's winners. Thank you for all that you do to make Birmingham the best that it can be.
The Vulcans Community Awards are given in 4 categories: Lifetime Achievement, Hero, Game Changer, and Servant Leader. Tonight, we begin with the Hero Award, which is presented in recognition of heroic acts that have demonstrated selflessness in the face of perceived insurmountable odds and have made a significant difference in the lives of others. The Spear Hero awardees include Dr. Sarah Elizabeth Mormon, who is a creative communications consultant with a heart for diversity, equity, and inclusion. Born with profound bilateral sensory neural hearing loss, Dr. Mormon experienced and still experiences communication barriers that she chooses to transform into learning opportunities which enhance interpersonal interactions. Next is Milton King, who channeled the memories and experiences of a painful childhood into a purposeful program designed to mentor young men. He founded the Determined to Be Mentoring Leadership Program, where he serves as executive director. Not unlike Vulcan, Milton stands tall with a posture of humility and sacrificial love for his mentees and his community. And our Vulcan Hero recipient is Madison Kearns Conrad, who serves as Director of Operations for the Birmingham nonprofit Urban Avenues. This year, Madison led Urban Avenues Care Health Initiative in response to the COVID-19 crisis. Raising over $70,000 from the community, Madison and Care Health teams were able to pour those funds into the restaurant community and serve over 7,000 meals to healthcare teams. Let's hear more about this year's Hero Honorees.
My name is Dr. Sarah Elizabeth Mormon. When I found out that I received the award, I felt like it was a tremendous honor. Felt like I do not deserve it, but I'm excited about it. My life is a testimony about what it means to turn frustration into a learning experience. Every single time that I got into miscommunication with another person, I might have been frustrated, and I've been learning to take a step back and see what is it about that I'm frustrated about. And then I look at it and turn it into a learning opportunity where I can expand on my creative communicative strategy. Because no communication is the same as before. I have a formula, which is the upside-down triangle. At the top is attention, in the middle is adjust, at the bottom is absorb. It is a visual of how we communicate with other people, and it sparks the awareness that as long as we pay attention to the other person and not think about the disability, the differences in the background or anything, but focus on the person first by paying attention. And to figure out how to communicate and adjust to that person. And when you get into the groove of the communication, the conversation, you absorb the moment that you share with the other person. For anyone who wants to hear some kind of encouragement from my perspective, I will tell my students to keep writing. Do not let anything stop them from writing. Just write it all out until they feel like they have found their voice. Because I'm a strong believer in having a voice. As I said before, we can be creative in the way we communicate, in the way we express our voices. Whatever I do, if it helps at least one person, hopefully it will help the whole community. And that's how I feel like I'm making a difference.
My name is Milton King, founder and executive director of Determined to Be Leadership and Mentorship Program. My daughter, she's the one that nominated me as honoree for this award. For her to feel as though I deserve this award, it pulled on my heart a lot, and it was very special. It made me feel very special. Determined to Be Mentorship and Leadership Program is a program where we mentor young men from the ages of 9 to 19. Our goal basically is to help young men become a better version of themselves through hands-on development, meeting young men where they are to get them where we believe they deserve to be in life. I would define a hero as someone that basically has a noble character, people with no ulterior motives or no hidden agendas. The difference I believe that I'm making in the community through D2B is change. We are actually passing down some life skills and tools to our young men and giving them a better value system and a better mindset. We can be that extra positive influence to counteract the negative elements that our children encounter on a regular basis. The opportunity to make a difference in a young man's life brings me joy in the work that I do. Just being able to expose the young men, giving them access to opportunities, being able to give the young men hope, showing them that their current circumstances doesn't have to be their conclusion.
My name is Madison Conrad, and I'm Director of Operations for Urban Avenues. When I found out that I was nominated for this award, I was honestly a little surprised, but mostly incredibly grateful. I've loved and supported Urban Avenues for years, and in the past 2.5 years, being on the team has been such a joy. For me, when I think of a hero, I really look to people in my life that embody qualities that I really want to foster. So when I look at my mom, my sister, other family members, friends, mentors, they all have these really beautiful qualities of them that I look at and I crave, and I want other people to see those in me. I think that the trials and hardships of everyone's life obviously teach them a lot about selflessness and what a hero looks like, but even more so, I think it's the people who showed up for me in those hard times that taught me those skills. I think kind of like the Mr. Rogers quote, the look for the helpers, and I can't help but really vividly remember the people who were those helpers in my life. With Care Health, it's a venture that we started this year in response to COVID. It just happened honestly really quickly. As soon as we got that idea of what it would really look like, of just getting community support from there, buying meals at full price from restaurants so we could actually really help them, and then getting them delivered to the front doors of hospitals. It answered a call when there was a lot of fear. It just brought some beauty and some connection, helping people to feel a little bit more together when we were forced to be alone. And we were finding volunteers from our own network already, people who had heard through the grapevine were reaching out before we'd even asked for volunteers, saying they wanted to help. And so there was a great community that just rose up. For the healthcare teams who are working really long and stressful hours, just to be able to give them a meal. It seems simple, but it also does mean a lot. I mean, the letters and the calls we got from people of just how much it meant to them was really, really incredible and inspiring. I mean, I'm just really honored to be nominated for this and for Vulcan Foundation for everything that they do to serve the community, and excited for the momentum that stems from this and from all the other people who were nominated and the work that they're doing, to just see how that can continue to spur this city towards better things.
Congratulations to tonight's Hero Award honorees. Hello everyone, my name is Mike Temple, and I'm the Vice Chairman and Chief Operating Officer of Protective Life Corporation. I'm honored to be with you all this evening to introduce the Game Changer Awards. The Game Changer Award is given in recognition of leadership for innovative projects that have made a positive impact in our region. The recipients of this year's awards have worked tirelessly on projects designed to empower students with special needs, encourage students' appreciation for theater arts, and address food security in Birmingham's 99 neighborhoods. These programs are made even stronger and more impactful by your generous giving. Every dollar and cent goes towards advancing the next generation of game changers in our community. Thank you. With love and a taste for Greek cuisine, restaurateur Keith Richards opened the first tzatziki's in Birmingham in 1998. This restaurant's impact goes far beyond its menu. The company's signature charity, the Hope Program, Herbs Offering Personal Enrichment, has helped students with special needs for over 10 years. The program partners tzatziki restaurants with schools to teach students with special needs all aspects of the herb business, including how to grow their own garden. The herbs are then used by tzatziki's restaurants. Tonight, we honor Keith Richards with the Spear Game Changer Award. Congratulations, Keith. Alicia Johnson Williams is Executive Director of the Negro Southern League Museum and the Boutwell Auditorium for the City of Birmingham. As an arts educator and administrator, Alicia serves as the Artistic Director of her own community theater company, Make It Happen Theater. Make It Happen is a culturally diverse, nonprofit theater company, and the Make It Happen Youth Ensemble is a comprehensive theater program for Birmingham youth. Alicia's commitment to the arts and the young people of Birmingham are just two of the reasons she's being honored tonight with the Spear Game Changer Award. Congratulations, Alicia. And last, but certainly not least, is the Vulcan Game Changer Award recipient. Amanda Story is the Executive Director of the Jones Valley Teaching Farm, where she has worked enthusiastically for the past 10 years as an advocate, a volunteer, and an employee. Amanda began her work with the farm as a marketing and communications volunteer, while also assisting other grassroots organizations. During that time, she also started a blog called Food Revival, chronicling her adventures in the surrounding community and sharing new recipes. Today, Jones Valley includes an intern and apprentice program that creates a path for students in the Birmingham City schools, and the new Center for Foods Education, which is being constructed on the downtown campus to allow more schools to participate in what Jones Valley has to offer. Now Amanda's daily activities are more focused on the overall strategy of the farm, but her passion has never waned. Amanda Story is this year's Vulcan Game Changer Award recipient. Congratulations, Amanda. Here's more about tonight's Game Changer honorees.
My name is Keith Richards. I'm the founder of Tzatziki's. I'm a Birmingham resident for, 55 years, born and raised here. So when someone told me I'm nominated for the Game Changer Award, I didn't know there was one. So I thought, okay, because I don't do things to get acknowledgement. I do things because that's what I'm supposed to do. To me, I'll ask myself, what is a game changer? I love to play golf, so I would look at, Tiger Woods making a putt on, number 17 green, at TPC Sawgrass. That changed the course of what was going to happen. I think one of my favorite, my biggest initiative is our Hope program. It was created by me and a special needs job coach in Benson, Alabama. And she came to me one day and she said, I got a little project. And I said, what's that? She said, the kids are growing little cups, little solo cups of herbs. And I said, meet me tomorrow. I got a plan. And I went home, marinated about it, thought about it. I said, I'm going to create a program where I want to take a little bit of property and I want to grow herbs, not only for our restaurant, but I need to hire more people. I need to hire more special people. The cool thing about Hope is that it kind of works in two ways. It works for us because, again, we're hiring more special needs students, and then we have our in-house employees as well. But they grow the herbs for our restaurants. So when you come to Tzatziki's, you know that basil or that parsley or that oregano that you're eating in the potatoes or the signature pasta, whatever, it's coming from the Hope Garden. There's a word that we use at Tzatziki's, and actually it's on the wall, in Greek is eudaimonia. And if you go to Greece, they say evdaimonia. And it means human flourishing. And it's not so much you're creating human flourishing for others, it's the feeling you have within yourself. What I want to do, and I continue to do, and I strive to do, and I may not hit it all the time, is give our employees that feel of evdaimonia or eudaimonia, that when they leave or when they go home, that they do have a feeling of nourishment, that they've been nourished. And how does that carry on to the next group? How does that serve the community? I think those are very important. And those are the words that we try to live by.
My name is Alicia Johnson-Williams, and I serve as the director of the Negro Southern League Museum and the Batwell Auditorium, and the artistic director and founder of Make It Happen Theater Company. Make It Happen Theater Company started in 1998 as a community theater initiative. When we really started thinking about the work we were doing, we wanted to focus on the youth. And to that end, we began working with the Alice Stevens Center, where young people were recruited across the city to perform African American stories. Just recently, the young people worked on a project called Home Plate Heroes. They, in fact, were here at the Negro Southern League Museum, where they did a summer camp. This is an area where a lot of people don't know the history and what people went through. This museum in and of itself is a jewel in our community. So the young people were able to come here. They were able to meet Negro League players. They were able to study the history here. They wrote this wonderful play called Home Plate Heroes, and in fact was able to present it here in the community. One of the things over the years that I've been privileged to experience is watching young people who typically are shy, afraid of speaking in public, bloom and blossom and flourish into these wonderful young men and women who are courageous, who are proud. That's rewarding in and of itself. One of the ways that I define success with this program is to see the young people that had an opportunity to go through this program, go out, go to college or get a job, do whatever it is that they do that they might not otherwise had an opportunity to do. Their success in our community is all of our success collectively.
My name is Amanda Story, and I am the Executive Director of Jones Valley Teaching Farm. Being nominated by your peers is something that means so much to me, but also it's a reflection of the work, not only that I am doing, but because of the people around me, students we get to work with, and the work that we do every day. It's just, it's exciting to have that be on display and to be able to show what we're doing every single day. So it makes me proud. So Jones Valley Teaching Farm is a nonprofit located in Birmingham, Alabama. We operate 7 teaching farms in the city. 6 of them are on Birmingham City Schools campuses. And so we implement an in-school, after-school, and summer program called Good School Food. It stays with children from pre-K all the way to 12th grade, which means that this program impacts a child that lives in this particular neighborhood in Woodlawn for 12 full years. We then provide employment opportunities at the high school level, but also afterwards. So what we hope to do is create this pipeline of individuals who are passionate about food-based initiatives. That can be everything from drip irrigation to cooking, culinary skills, to growing their own food, to creating community change with food, creating their own food products. We have these dreams of really utilizing youth in a way that really takes food and makes it the center point of a conversation, but also of economic mobility. I think reconnecting our community to the powerful act of growing food is something that I missed when I was little and as I was growing up. And it's something that I can see that can make long-term impact on a community, and not only a community, but individuals and their families. So that's what we do. And we work with young people throughout Birmingham, and we are excited about our future. We just broke ground on the downtown farm, which is the only farm that's not on a school campus. We are now currently building the Center for Food Education. So Birmingham will be a hub for food-based education for the nation. And we will be able to train other organizations and other school systems. And guess who will be leading all of that? Young people that graduated from this program. So we have a bright future ahead of us, and we're building it as we speak, but I couldn't be prouder of the work that we do every single day.
Congratulations to the Game Changer honorees. Good evening. My name is Marta Self, and I'm the Executive Director of the Regions Foundation and Head of Corporate Philanthropy at Regions Bank. I have the honor of presenting tonight's Servant Leader Award honorees. There is an old saying, service is the rent we pay for the privilege of living on this earth. Now, some people pay more than their share of this rent. The Servant Leader Award is given to those whose selfless service has benefited many in the Birmingham regions. This award is for those who, like Vulcan, have stood for the community by serving others. This year's honorees have served tirelessly over the years. Dr. Kareem Budwani has combined his passion for innovation, scientific discovery, and socioeconomic development for more than 20 years. In 2018, he co-founded Selfless Inc. with one goal in mind: to use micro and nanomedicine to crush cancer. And now, he is also serving on the front lines, combating COVID-19, addressing the broader socioeconomic impact of the pandemic. Dr. Kareem Budwani's commitment to improving the health of our community makes him a perfect candidate for the Servant Leader Award. Schwan and Na Wen started Dang's Alteration in the Trussville Clay area 20 years ago. Then in March, like many small businesses, the family-owned shop was forced to close its doors. The they began to work 14-hour days from home to make masks and provide them for free to the community. When news of their efforts made it to the What's Happening in Trussville Facebook page, orders began to pour in, and the family answered the call to serve. The Wynn family exemplifies the traits and values of Vulcan. They have demonstrated the essence of servant leadership, and we are pleased to recognize them as Spear Servant Leader Honorees tonight. T. Marie King is a champion for social change and has served on the front lines of the social justice movement through training, speaking, and consulting. She travels across the country providing an authentic and progressive voice of healing, nonviolence, and inclusion. She is also a faculty member with the Satyagraha Institute. T. Marie King's heart for social justice, passion for inclusion, and work towards healing and peace make her this year's Vulcan Servant Leader Award honoree. Let's hear more about this year's honorees.
Hi, I am Dr. Kareem Budwani, CEO Scientist with Surflux Incorporated, which is a biotech startup here in Birmingham, Alabama, and our mission is to crush cancer. Before we can talk about how do we crush cancer, what we have to recognize is that cancer is like a multi-headed beast, so it's not a single disease. And so we have this giant mural in our lab to remind us every day that to fight a multi-headed beast, you need to bring every weapon at your disposal. If you think about cancer, chemotherapy is the largest predominant weapon that we have in the fight. It's represented here by Hulk. And we have WASP with molecular profiling. We also have radiation oncology, surgical oncology, targeted therapy. But our biggest weapon in this entire fight is the hope and the courage of patients that is represented on there. And we see our role as bringing together all these elements, bringing together all these heroes that are already out there and being able to strategically accentuate each one of them. In February or January, February, when we were looking at the crisis developing elsewhere in the world, we recognized that it was going to be just a matter of time when it comes to the United States. And what are some things that we would have to do right away? So we said, well, what if there are shortages in personal protective equipment? And that's how we went on and designed the PABR, the PABR, so that we could, if the cartridges were to run out, which they did, if the cartridges were to run out, how could we adapt these respirators and transform these otherwise unusable industrial equipment into extremely important personal protective equipment for frontline health workers? What brings me joy in what I do is humanity. In our history, there has not been a challenge that we have not been able to rise up and crush that challenge and come out ahead, come out stronger when we bring together the human intellect, the human compassion, and the human pioneering spirit. The last thing that we need is social distancing. We need physical distancing, we need the spacing, but what we need is social connection. So what can we do at this time is we can come together. When I heard that I was even nominated for this, let alone actually receiving the award, it is an incredible honor. We have seen so much community spirit. We've seen so much of the spirit that embodies this award right here in Alabama, in Birmingham. I would accept this award on behalf of our entire community.
My name is Tui Nguyen, and this is my mom, Nga Nguyen, and we're with Dang's Alterations in Pinson. So this project got started when my brother's mother-in-law asked us to help her complete orders that she had. In Huntsville, they were just making a bunch of masks, and they were distributing, donating to hospitals and just first-line workers and church members. So when she asked us to help her complete it, my mom figured maybe people in Birmingham need them too. Because we couldn't open the shop, we had to carry these surgery machines home. And when we got them on the truck, we didn't actually have enough people to help us take them down. So they decided to just, for the day, work on the truck. This project probably wouldn't have been possible without the help of individuals in our community. They not only donated supplies that we were short on, but they also brought them to us so that we can use that time to make more masks for everyone. We've made over 4,000 masks. We would define a servant leader as someone who has a giving heart. They would help others without thought and inspire others to do the same. One thing that our family thinks that everyone can do to give back is just spread kindness. If you see someone who needs help, just try to help them because you never know what people are going through.
Trong lúc này mình thấy nên may mặt nạ cho người ta cảm giác an toàn hơn.
My name is T. Marie King, activist organizer. When I heard about the award, I was very shocked. I guess as an organizer and activist, you're always kind of working with your head down and not really thinking about people honoring you for the work you're doing. So I was more shocked than anything, but very humbled for being recognized. I would say what brings me joy in my work is the opportunity to shift things for people, whether that is creating pathways to opportunity, creating pathways to resources, or just, exposing people to things that they may not have been exposed to before. So being able to see how people feel, I think, seen a lot of times, because you have people in our population that feel left out, and being able to be that bridge for folks brings me joy. So I created the Amplify initiative because I got frustrated seeing Black women not being able to occupy certain spaces within Birmingham. Black women are some of the most educated women nationwide. How do we create a pipeline to make sure these educated women that I know at least know about the opportunities, at least know what rooms they can be in? And once you get in there, you got to talk and sell yourself, but I want to at least be the one that opened that door. I think everybody can give at their level of giving. That could be time, that could be resources, that could be knowledge. What sticks out to me is a lot of times we don't have the people at the table who we're trying to serve. And for some reason, people think that folks who have less than or don't have access to don't know what they need to be successful. And so I try to step in there and be that bridge again to make sure, okay, if you're talking about what youth need, then youth need to be a part of the conversation. If you're talking about what single parents need to be a part of the conversation, because I can make an assumption of what I think they need to be successful or get to the next, place in life, but they may say, no, actually what I need is this. Vulcan Park Museum, thank you so much for this honor of being a servant leader to the community. I really appreciate it, and let's keep doing the work.
Congratulations to the Servant Leader Honorees. And I thought I was doing something just by putting on pants today. Congrats again. At this time, I would like to introduce Jason Eppinger, Chair of the Vulcan Park Foundation Board of Directors.
Thank you all again for joining us this evening. My name is Jason Eppinger, and I'm proud to serve as Chairman of the Board for the Vulcan Park Foundation. As a native of Birmingham, I grew up seeing Vulcan as a larger-than-life statue, perched above the beautiful city skyline. He stood tall and imposing, almost as a form of security for the city. Legend has it that Vulcan, the Roman god of fire, was ostracized by his community because of his physical imperfections. However, he honored the same community by displaying compassion and selflessness, just like tonight's honorees. Today, Vulcan stands proudly atop Red Mountain as a symbol of strength and fortitude for our city. He is a beacon of inspiration and hope for us all. The members of the Vulcan Park Foundation Board are proud of the impact our programs have on our community and our collective future, from inspiring our future citizens and leaders through educational programs to sharing the many stories that have shaped our community through exhibits and adult programming. Your generous donations throughout the year help ensure that our programs can continue and that our beloved Vulcan will stand for us all for generations to come. Please give by using the donate button below. It is my honor and privilege tonight to introduce our Lifetime Achievement Award honoree. Dr. Perry Ward served as president of Lawson State Community College on Birmingham's west side for more than 30 years. Under his direction, the college established sound financial management, expanded and strengthened its curriculum, witnessed unprecedented enrollment, and saw the success of its athletic programs. One of the most notable achievements that added to its national and international prestige was a visit by the 44th President of the United States, Barack Obama, in 2015. Now recently retired, Dr. Ward's legacy is long-standing and his achievements are etched in history. Tonight, we honor him with the Vulcans Community Awards Lifetime Achievement Award. Let's hear from Dr. Ward.
My name is Perry W. Ward with Lawson State Community College's president. I have served here at Lawson State for 33 years, and there are a number of things that I am most proud of. When I came to the college, we did not have a great deal of respect in the community. We were not held in high esteem, and I was determined that we were going to change that. One day we got a call from the White House, and they said they wanted to bring one of their senior advisors down from the White House to speak to people here in Birmingham and on campus. It turned out to be the 44th President of the United States, President Barack Obama. After all that was over, I was sitting in the office and I realized that perhaps we have arrived. We have done the things that I had hoped that we would be able to do. I wanted Lawson State Community College to be a beacon of light, not only in this community, but we also had moved to become recognized regionally, nationally, and internationally. So for me, that was a very, very proud moment, built on a lot of investments of a lot of time and efforts and expertise for a lot of other people. I get most excited about seeing students being successful. That's what gets me up every day, every morning, to try and see and have as many students as possible to achieve their dream and aspirations in life. And I feel like when they do, that's what I'm all about. That's what the college is all about here at Lawson State.
Good evening. I'm Rosalind Houston, and it has been an honor to serve as an event co-chair this year. What does Vulcan represent? In Roman legend, Vulcan responds to the call of service with humility, integrity, and loyalty. In Giuseppe Moretti's depiction here at Vulcan Park Museum, Vulcan personifies compassion, creativity, artistry, tenacity, and attention to detail. We recognize citizens in the 7-county Birmingham region who embody these traits. Since the Vulcans began in 2014, our way of recognizing honorees has been an annual banquet. The COVID-19 crisis has unfortunately made this impossible. We have, therefore, transformed the award ceremony into this virtual experience, as well as an exhibit, The Vulcans, Birmingham's Best on View. The exhibit runs through spring 2021. The Vulcans Birmingham's Best on View is a season of sharing the stories of 10 honorees with the community they love and serve. We hope the stories of tonight's honorees inspires you to come out and learn more about their work. This exhibit is just one of the many ways Vulcan continues to serve and uplift our community, and with your support, they are able to continue these efforts.
I'm Darlene Negrato, President and CEO of Vulcan Park Foundation. Thanks to each of you for spending your time with us this evening to celebrate these stories of good work that's going on all around us, yet often escapes our notice. While 2020 was a year filled with uncertainty and hardship, it was also one full of hope, inspiration, and promise, as we've seen in tonight's recipients. From addressing needs created by the pandemic to enhancing our appreciation of one another as individuals, to providing our youth with opportunities for fulfilling and successful lives, tonight's honorees have followed the call to serve others. Congratulations and thank you to each of them and to all 7 classes of the Vulcans Awards recipients, whose efforts make our community stronger. And a special thank you to tonight's sponsors and committee members who make this awards program possible. As we close tonight's celebration and return to our normal routines, let us embrace this spirit of service to others. Thank you and good night.